In this presentation, we're going to explore Linux user management, focusing on how to create and remove user accounts using the useradd and userdel commands. These are fundamental tools for any Linux system administrator. The useradd command is used to create new user accounts in Linux. It's important to remember that using this command requires root privileges, which typically means you'll need to use sudo before the command. The useradd command updates essential system files, such as the etc. password file, which stores user account information. The basic syntax of the useradd command is quite simple, but it is incredibly powerful. To use it, you type sudo useradd, followed by the username you wish to create. For example, sudo useradd John creates a new user named John with default settings. The useradd command comes with several options that allow you to customize the creation of user accounts. Let's explore some of the most common ones. The M option tells useradd to create the user's home directory if it doesn't already exist. For example, sudo useradd mjohn will create a home directory for the user John. The D option allows you to specify a custom home directory path. If you want John's home directory to be /home/custom/John, you would use the command sudo useradd m d/home/custom/John John. The S option lets you set the user's default login shell. For instance, sudo useradd ms/bin/bash John sets John's login shell to bash. The G option is used to set the primary group for the new user. To make developers John's primary group, you would use the command sudo useradd m g-developers John. Let's explore some more options for the useradd command. The G option allows you to add a user to supplementary groups. You can specify multiple groups by separating them with commas. For example, sudo useradd mg sudo docker developers John adds John to the sudo docker and developers groups. The C option adds a comment field, which is typically used to store the user's full name. For example, sudo useradd John Smith John adds the comment John Smith to John's account. The E option sets an expiration date for the account. For example, sudo useradd 2023, December 31st John sets John's account to expire on December 31st, 2023. Finally, the K option allows you to use a custom skeleton directory for the home directory files. For example, sudo useradd m k/etc/customskel John uses the /etc/customskel directory as the skeleton directory for John's home directory. Let's look at a complete example of the useradd command to see how these options can be combined. The command sudo useradd home/developer/sarah/bin/bash developers g sudo docker webadmins Sarah Johnson e 2024 June 30th Sarah creates a user named Sarah with several custom settings. It creates a custom home directory at /home/developer/Sarah, sets the bash shell as the default login shell, assigns developers as the primary group, adds Sarah to the sudo, docker, and webadmin supplementary groups, adds the comment Sarah Johnson to the account, and sets the account expiration date to June 30th, 2024. After creating a user, it's important to set their password using the command sudo password Sarah. After creating a new user account with useradd, setting a password is the next crucial step. The password command is used to set or change user passwords. To set a password for the user Sarah, you would use the command sudo password Sarah. The system will prompt you to enter the new password twice to ensure it is correct. You'll see the output password updated successfully if the password is set correctly. The password command also has some useful options. The E option expires the password, forcing the user to change it at their next login. The L option locks the account, preventing anyone from logging in. The U option unlocks a previously locked account, and the D option deletes the password, making the account passwordless. However, it is a significant security risk and should be avoided. Always set a password after creating a user account to prevent unauthorized access. The userdel command is used to remove user accounts from the system. Like useradd, it requires root privileges, so you'll need to use sudo. By default, userdel keeps the user's home directory and mail spool. It also updates system files, such as etc. password. To remove a user, you use the command sudo userdel, followed by the username. For example, sudo userdel John removes the user John but leaves their home directory and mail spool untouched. Account deletion is permanent and cannot be undone. It is important to always back up important data before deleting an account. The userdel command also has options to customize how user accounts are removed. The R option removes the user's home directory and mail spool along with the account. This is a common option used to completely remove all user data. For example, sudo userdel R John removes John's account and their home directory. This permanently deletes all user data, so use it carefully. The F option forces removal, even if the user is still logged in or has running processes. This can cause system instability and should be used with caution. For example, sudo userdel F John forces the removal of John's account. The Z option removes any security-enhanced Linux, or SE Linux, user mapping for the user being deleted. This is only relevant on systems using SE Linux. The most common practice is to combine the R option to remove all user data when deleting an account. Remember to always back up important data before deletion. Let's summarize some best practices for Linux user management. Always prioritize security by setting strong passwords and expiring them for new accounts. Consider using password policies with minimum requirements. Regularly audit user accounts using commands like get-int password, and remove any unused accounts. Always back up important user data before removing accounts with userdel R. Organize users into logical groups for easier permission management and access control. In summary, the useradd and userdel commands are essential tools for Linux user management. By using the proper options and following best practices, you can efficiently create and remove user accounts while maintaining system security. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.